Oh yeah, that's a good song to start your day with, isn't it? Hello and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. Hopefully this time, that was the wrong button. Alright, this way. I wanted to turn the volume up on my headset. I have to find the right button here. But yeah, that's definitely good music to start your day with. So, yesterday was a very strange day indeed. I made a mistake that I didn't know would have consequences that impacted my day quite so heavily. Again, I did expect there to be quite a long queue to log back in. And there was. It was 4,500 people on Phoenix. That it would take 4 hours to get through that queue, I did not expect. So yeah, I kind of lost those 4 hours yesterday, so because of that, I'm streaming now. I actually planned for thought that I would only be streaming this afternoon, but nope, I'm definitely going to stream now. I want to get the dailies done that I still missed yesterday, which are leveling trials and normal raids. Then I want to start with gatherers, leveling them. Obviously going to tend to my retainers in a bit. I want to start with the red mage or the Caster Rolequest. Maybe also level my tank to get to that Rolequest. Then obviously, I'm still not entirely sure how I'm gonna handle a lunch break. I definitely want to take, I hate leaving the stream for very, very long. I obviously did that a couple of times, especially while I was going through the story and everything. It's just a pain in the ass to cut those parts out of the VOD later on. Again, I kind of plan in the long run to do something with those VODs as well, but I need to get the infrastructure for that, definitely. Having said that though, maybe this is going to be more of a short stream. You know, it's 10 a.m. now, so maybe about 3 hours. Then I'm going to take a lunch break, and then I'll be back for a longer stream this evening. I think the servers are going down at like 2 a.m. or something, so I definitely have more than enough time to do something there as well before the maintenance, and then obviously normal raid tomorrow. So tomorrow is going to be a long stream as well, and we'll get through the normal raid, check that out. In the evening tomorrow, I'll be actually doing the normal raid as well with my static, just so that we can get the proper materials for the gear that we want. And then maybe we'll jump into some extreme trials as well. There are a couple of things that I need to do IRL this week as well, so with Christmas coming up, it's just it's sort of a busy week, but at the same time it also isn't. I definitely want to get as much time into playing Final Fantasy as I can. So with that out of the way, let's jump right into it. With my little Namazu here. God, this music's fire! And by the way, also one thing that I definitely have to say is that with my new HUD, those trials yesterday were a lot better than before. So these are 505. I don't think that they're worth desinting either way, right? Well, maybe this one, right? Now that I see it. For Weaver, that might be worth it. Goldsmith, not so much, no. This is Armorer, let's see. Yeah, that's still worth it. Once again, I think most of the new items, right? Well, that wasn't really worth it. Most of the new items are on Arthur Goldsmiths, probably, right? The old materia is annoying the fuck out of me as well. Alright, and then this one's the old cracked cluster stuff. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, a bunch of stuff got sold. That's cool. Level 34. Nice. Oh, right. For a second there, I thought that it was gonna start the the same music over again. Why aren't these selling? Is it just that nobody buys them? Definitely the cheapest high quality stuff. Oh. Yeah. Sorry, my mistake. I'm wondering, why aren't they selling? What's wrong? They're high quality. Nobody will find them on the market. So obviously they're not selling. I'm an idiot. Alright. Oh, that's interesting. Why are they worth so much? I think she sold the stock quartz stuff. No, that's not what I want. Sale history. Yeah, and the whetstone as well. So gonna put this back on the market. Let's see, 329. This whetstone stuff. And 7, maybe it sells. Oh shit, like this. And this as well. This still exists in high quality though, interestingly enough. Let's do this. Now the rest is those 4 things. Okay. Second, let me reduce the quality of these. I'm wondering why they don't sell, but of course they can't sell if they're still... Yeah, whatever. I know, dumb mistake. $690, how high are they getting? Might be worth it. $690 for 20. It's also just a nice number, right? 20 for 20, and then a 25 stack for the rest of it. I think these were actually the last high quality. I hope these were the last high quality items that I still had on the market. What is this? Ghost Bark Toti Costume. Okay. Ah, for fuck's. For a second there, I thought it said Ghost Barbecue. But yeah, in fact it did not. Oh, what did I sell? Ah. Cool. Let's see, is this worth something? Ultima's Perfection. Ooh, that's from the raid, right? That I just got? Nice. Cool. Let me quickly check. I have that, right? Pretty sure that yeah. Well then. So what it actually sells. Ooh, that was a long time ago though. Probably don't want to undercut this, right? Let's just put it at the same price. Okay. Might be you know, less expensive. Oh, interesting. Blade Flora interior one. Might be less expensive on other servers, but whatever. Yeah, sold a bunch of materia, that's good. Holy shit! That was 440,000 gil. Cool. Nice. Savage Mine. This is not Savage Mine, right? These things are worth nothing, right? I think... Yeah, they're not really worth it to keep around in your inventory, I think. Maybe they'll be worth it at some point, but let's just do that. And then let's actually... Let's take out... Because these ones are probably also worth selling, right? Let's see here. So... Materia... Wait, I don't have any... Yeah. Don't have any crafting material. Whoa! Sure. 1049. 1049 for 10, I think. 10... Wait, is it worth putting 10? Yeah. They'll sell. Pretty sure. That's cool. They're probably needed for the new biz or something, I'd imagine. Sarah, well, let's try that. 7,000. Like this, for 10 as well. Okay. Let's check these. 569. Probably want to go to 69. Oh no, wait. That's here below these, right? Let's keep them at that for now. This is 590. That's probably want to set these to this one. That's still a lot of money. Okay. And then probably want to set these to another price as well. 1,000, 3,000, 3,000. Well, then again. Probably not. These ones aren't worth anything at all. They're already pretty low in price. 6. Let's do 6 like this. And the piety material, yeah, this isn't worth anything. Holy shit. Let's do 590. Okay. Nice! Then I sold 2 more things here. 81. Let's see. Can I actually do... $500 item normal? I do have... Let's see. So I should have... My summoner's already fitted out with with the whole shebang, right? So let's... I forgot about that. They're 89. I don't want to give her the... my black mage is still... I don't want to give her the, this one. I could, though. It doesn't really matter, right? Yeah, I completely forgot that this is for level 89. The problem is that I haven't leveled the other casters. I want to do that as quickly as possible, obviously. I mean, I'm already doing it on Red Mage. It's already halfway finished, but... because of that, the other casters is still need the... yeah, whatever. I don't really care about that. Let's just do another one of these. I mean, it's still 2.3 million experience. Technically, that's... I don't imagine the other one being much better. I mean, obviously better, but, you know. Let's just do this once more. Sold 2 more things. That's also great. So, there are 2 slots ready here. That stuff I want to turn in. This I can keep, or rather sell at some point. This as well. Oh no, I'm an idiot. Wait. These ones I want to put back. Wait, what is this? Oh, yeah. Okay, these ones I'm just gonna keep in my inventory for now. These ones I can turn in. This one I will just sell. And for the other one, I'm gonna check the market board. What if there is anything else that I can sell for the coffers, that is, right? And now my red mage is actually on the appropriate item level for that, which is also cool. Okay. I might actually be able to do the Christmas event as well today. But I definitely want to get into some other leveling stuff. Alright, feet and earrings are the ones that I can sell. Feet, 86 caster. That should technically show these ones first. Yes. Wait. No, these are the other ones. Wait. That's 539, 533. Oh, that's 84. I thought it was for level 85. Oh, never mind then. Oh, whatever. Just need to check the second one then. This one. Range. Did I do the pixie quests on my Bard yesterday? I think I did. Yeah. Unfortunately, a lot of these actually fell in price quite a lot. I think this time around there's a lot of people who actually understood that it was, or that it might be a good idea to sell this stuff. Instead of, you know, using it for yourself, or I don't know what other people did with it anyway. Yeah, this is not going to be worth much, unfortunately. Alright, let me check. So this might sell for, I think, what was it, 9,000? 9,000? Let's just do that. It's a bit unfortunate, but whatever. And then the earrings. Earrings. Caster. Ranged. Ooh, ranged earrings. Definitely. See, that's weird, right? Why is there such a huge difference? Ranged or... Oh, those are the same ones. I'm an idiot. Completely forgot about the accessories. Ah, well, healer might be worth as well. That's just strange, right? That they have such a huge price difference. Alright. Back to my Bard then. Earrings. And then I should definitely also check the other prices as well. Sell these. Let's do 969. Nice. 969. And for these ones, 7499. 749. Okay. Let's adjust these ones as well. Fortunately, they're falling in price, which is to be expected. Let's actually do 5888. What was it? 5888. Just so maybe I get lucky and sell it. 9889. 9889. Because if I miss the best prices, then it's not worth putting it on the market board like that. 42. Toad skin stuff. 1189. Yeah. 23, 20. What was it? 2939. Oh, that's what they're at. These ones I just put on. These ones I just put on. I mean, they're still selling. Let's actually do this. 44. Wow, these fell. That's unfortunate. Well, I mean, I can keep a couple of them. Just let's do 40. What's 44? 29. Yeah, we can keep a couple of them on the market like this. I don't need all of the market board slots, so you know. Oh God, yeah, these aren't selling anymore. Whatever. Okay, perfect. And now back into leveling. Okay. Let's go to Gridania. Turn the other stuff in. I'm still gonna do the... I'm just gonna do some fates or something while I'm waiting for the roulettes, because... yeah. What's actually a good zone for these fates? The moon, probably, huh? As a fourth zone. Elpis might be good as well. Ah, these damn RNTs. Hate them. How is the... What the fuck? Like, how is it possible that they are still on the server? I mean, I know that it's morning, but... What the hell? Just ban them already, like, instantly, and then they don't take up server space. I don't even want to know how many of them, you know, take up actual server space when people want to play. Ooh, I can buy another box. Gotcha time! Let's see. These boxes are really, really cool, by the way. I don't know, for some reason they're just really... I mean, first of all, it's really cool that you can, like, just get old minions if you get little bit lucky, like the Namazu that I got yesterday, right? I have no idea where the thing comes from. Or, you know... Mud Pie. That's from the dungeon, I'm pretty sure, right? We can sell that as well, yeah. And it's really cool. If you already have them, you can just sell them off, right? It's a really, really neat idea. Okay. Let's go to the gold saucer real quick, so I can get rid of the 2 triple tri cards that I have in my inventory. I'm still missing a bunch of the new cards, but I think that's mainly because I'm missing the ones from the dungeons, right? Because I haven't done them. Haven't really done them beyond the main story currently. I should already have both Zodiac and Heidelin though, right? Or was I that unlucky with Zodiac? Actually need to take a look at that real quick. Let me see. Yeah, you know what? The other day I was also wondering... Wait, that was yesterday, I think. I was actually wondering why I wasn't really seeing announcements for A-rank trains on other servers. But if it takes you 4 hours to lock onto Phoenix, then technically it should also take about 4 hours to world transfer onto Phoenix, right? So joining A-rank hunt trains on other servers is probably only really realistically possible in the morning hours, I'd imagine. So yeah. Card list. Right, so I'm missing 2, 4, 7, 8 cards. Interesting. Ultimate. Oh, right. I'm missing 2 cards from Bicolor Gemstones. Right. 2 cards from Bicolor Gemstones, then 4 cards from... I'm missing 4 cards from dungeons? Wait, are they dungeons? Heidelin? Oh, no, this is Zodiac. So yeah, I'm actually... I'm still missing Zodiac. Interesting. So 3 dungeons, 1 trial, 2 Bicolor Gemstone things, and then these ones are for achievements. Which is interesting. One of them has to be for, like, the amount of cards that you own, correct? Is it here? Collectibles? No, that's the... Wait a second. Where the heck is that? It's not here, right? No. Shouldn't it be under... Is it under character? Yeah, for some reason. I don't like how the achievements are sorted. It's really annoying. Triple decker, yeah. What are these other 2 achievements? So, 1 second. Okay, sorry. I actually had to talk to somebody and promptly, completely missed my rotation as well, which is a bit unfortunate. So yeah, it's cool. I'm actually in a new dungeon. Probably should activate... Wait, where is it? This thing, right? So yeah, that's the 83 dungeon, right? Yeah. Completely fucked up my rotation. That's also definitely something that's a bit unusual in terms of how Red Mage works in AoE, right? The fact that you have to pay attention in terms of needing more, actually needing more mana for your AoE than for single target. That's a rather unusual thing. This is definitely, I think this is probably one of my highlight dungeons. Mostly because of the enemy at the end, right? It was just a really cool experience going through that. So I get... Yeah. These dungeon mechanics were actually really cool. Sorry, Paladin. I wanted to stay in max melee range, but that's... in this case, actually... But yeah, definitely a much bigger fan of my UI now. Definitely still a bit unusual in terms of acceleration. Again, I'm wondering sort of what the optimization for that looks like. Specifically because... Oh shit, it's almost dead. Oh, whatever. Seriously... Well, that was an unfortunate moment for my melee combo, but whatever. Yeah, I think, what was I talking about? Completely blanked out for a second there. Whoopsie. These are seemingly very annoying to group up. Yeah, this dungeon is actually pretty cool, in my opinion. There's a lot of things going for it. Oh, right. Now I remember. I was talking about the new acceleration. Yeah. So, it's just gonna be interesting to see, I guess, how you're supposed to optimize that. Because with the way the old acceleration worked, obviously you just pressed it pretty much on cooldown, because it just guaranteed you the procs, right? But now, I don't know what would be sort of the right thing to do in most situations, right? It just seems like you kind of want to hold it, because it's just not really worth it to use. Although, wait. Oh, right, yeah. So the difference, why that happens, is because the old one just guaranteed you procs. So you just used it and continued with your rotation completely normally, right? But now it's actually an instant thing. So you can wait until you don't have a proc anymore and then use it. But that's, I don't know, it's just a very interesting dilemma, I guess, because now it's, you know, it probably should be used in a way where it's actually, you know, only really used at times where you actually need it. But I'm not really sure if that's truly the case, or if it should be used at other points in time. Because now, like, it's completely different. It's essentially an additional Swift cost. Why the fuck are you not... I hate that. Why are people not opening these frickin' things? How can people not realize how much it is worth to actually open coffers in dungeons? I don't get it. Ah, shit. That still worked out. It's not entirely what I actually wanted to do, but still works. But yeah, getting used to this UI, I mean, again, still not perfect, I think, but at the same time, a lot better than what I had before. Oh, shoot. Whoa. I mean, I did the right thing, it's just that probably shouldn't have stood directly on the platform, because I really wasn't entirely sure if it was the right one or not. Also forgot that they explode, and like for a second there I thought they were round AoEs, but they're oh shit. You really need to be careful not to be standing on those platforms, right? In case like the other mechanic happens. And I think I think it's actually random which mechanic happens first, huh? Oh, whoops. Definitely you need to look out for when the bosses die more often. See, that's what I'm talking about, right? The interface still isn't perfect. I think it might be a good idea to actually make the target HP bar bigger again. But again, I don't really know if I want to do that. And I'm still not really sure about buffs and debuffs. Just because I feel like they're a tiny bit too close together in a lot of ways. By the way, this section's actually really cool as well. I wonder how they're doing that visually. Because I feel like you're actually physically traversing quite a lot of space. And then again, maybe the engine can handle that. Why? Seriously, guys, why? Another cool thing, you know, I know that technically it also makes everything easier, blah blah, but the fact that you can actually store your finisher and use it on the next pull is a godsend in dungeons, right? Because before that definitely was just annoying to do, and unnecessarily annoying to do. Yeah, I really don't know at which point you actually overkept your mana. Feels like that's really hard to do now. Then again, sort of overcapping your mana, I don't know if that even... I don't know. Maybe they've taken that out altogether, in a way? It's just that I think, especially with how the numbers work out now on the new Red Mage, it's actually... I don't know, it almost feels like it's actually fairly unnecessary to have a mechanic like that at all. What the fuck? I have like a million years to get to the correct position. Why the fuck would you rescue me? I swear, if you would have cancelled the cost because of that... Oh, wait, what? How the... What? I didn't realize that it hit so early. Well, whatever. Can I still get through? I think that's... Is it the transition? Might be. Oh no, it's this thing. So you actually wait for him to hit first? That's rather interesting. Wouldn't have thought that it would take that long for that. You know, I would argue that this is probably the best dungeon end boss, or in general dungeon fight that they've ever done. Then again, if you're really trying to, you know, get into guess, nitty-gritty details about that. I don't know. Just purely in terms, oh, seriously. Purely in terms of the mechanics, there might actually be better bosses. Maybe not though. In terms of, I mean, you can safely say that in terms of visuals, this is definitely by far the best one. What is this again? Oh, right. I always think this is like a super special whatever mechanic, but it's just literally run out of the middle. Oh, why? Well, that was unfortunate. Didn't realize I was equal on mana. Nice. I think the tank was okay. I'm just annoyed at the healer that he rescued me. Like, that was a really unnecessary rescue. Then again, I get that they want to use the skill if you have it, but still, yeah. So yeah, in terms of the triple tri cards, oh right, I didn't, I wasn't actually able to properly look at what is going on there. So let me quickly check that again. Who the hell is that? That's somebody who changed their name. Why are they on my friends list? It's not my old static, that's for sure. Why are they here? Wait, who was that? Yeah. I have absolutely no freaking clue who that is. Weird. I hate people changing their names. Why? At least keep them somewhat similar. Sorry. Fucking hell. Why do you always have to sneeze multiple times? And then without real warning as well. Alright, let's see. I spirit bonded a bunch of stuff. Not that it's really worth to do that. The old materia, because seemingly it's not worth anything. Oh, right. Before I do that, let me do this, though. Don't have to wait in queue for so long. Yeah, I wanted to know what the achievements are about. Wait, how many things did I spirit bond? Holy hell. Okay. Cool. Oh, I was confused for a second there. Yeah, I want to desynth this stuff. I was confused for a second. Didn't I already turn things in Gridania? But yeah, obviously I just did the new dungeon. I probably should actually do the Jumbo Catbot from time to time. I always forget about... Well, it's not that I forget. It's the problem is I play it and then I forget turning it in. I mean, I don't really need MGP at the moment, although I think there are like two new things or something that I might be able to get from here. I mean, I don't really care about that currently. Okay, nice. That's the wrong direction. Yeah, I have no clue who that is. Which is rather unfortunate. I hate, like, maybe I actually do still know them. But, you know, I don't know. I hate asking them as well. You know, it's just a all-around bad thing if you change your name. You know, I get people changing their name if they're actually getting married in game, or if there's like a really, really important reason for it, right? Sure. But other than that, no. It's just annoying for everybody because, you know, you're sort of destroying the possibility of getting to know people. Like, if I would have known who that is, right? Maybe we would have had a nice conversation about stuff or something. But obviously now, well, yeah, how the hell am I supposed to know who they are? Oh, well, that's unfortunate. Not half bad. That's a 5,000 gil or something. Or not gil, MGP. Alright, I wanted to take a look at the achievements. What are the new card achievements? It's Triple Decker 10. So Triple Decker 11. Oh, sorry. I hope that didn't make any sound. It's just scratching my ear. Xenos Galvus. Okay. Obtain 344 cards. And then there's Triple Team. This one. Defeat 107 unique NPCs at Triple Triad. Oh. Wait. What? What? I'm missing 5 NPCs that I'm supposed to defeat at Triple Triad? Okay. Who is that? Wait, what? Maybe I'm missing NPCs in the new zones that I just already have the cards of? Or something? That's weird, isn't it? Guess I'll have to check the maps again. Like the zone maps. And take a look at whether or not I Need to defeat more, but 5? Where the hell am I missing 5 NPCs? Oh no, seriously? Of all the trials it could have been, why am I getting this one? Interesting. What's the level you get modification at? Oh, shoot. Ooh. I can't remember that was a knockback at the last second there. Which, that would have been really, really unfortunate. People are already activating them. I do have acceleration, interestingly enough. Kill it! Thanks. Oh, cool. The other tank actually has a lot of awareness. Astrea something. Astrea Custard. Okay. You've earned my commendation. Seriously, why the hell is it traveling in this direction? I hate these fucking tornado things. Okay, perfect. There's still one more group of ads though, right? You know what? In a way, this fight wouldn't even be that bad if it was just, you know, if the transitions weren't as long. Like, the general idea of it is really, really cool, having these two sort of DPS checks on his back, a fairly unique arena, stuff like that, right? Seriously. How unlucky am I getting? So yeah, I mean, in general, it's a really neat idea what they did here. It's just, unfortunately, it's just a bit too weird. Who's he hitting? The two, like 4 people at random, right? Precast. Nice. Paladin is my commendation. For having the awareness of dragging the ad to the other side of the platform. And not only the awareness, like a lot of people just, I don't know, don't go out of the way like that. I mean, obviously, it makes sense to do that because it vastly improved our kill time, that particular trial, but yeah. Okay, normal rates, and then I am going to start the role quest finally. One thing that I'm still... Why did I want to go to the... Let's actually go to the moon real quick. Maybe I can get in like a fade or something. Let's see, is there anybody to play triple trident against here? No. That is rather strange, right? Why did they add, or seemingly add, other NPCs while at the same time not adding enough triple tri cards to actually give to the NPCs? Again, I have no clue where they're supposed to be. Because I'm pretty sure that I checked most maps, right, when I was finished with the main story in a particular zone. It could just be that maybe in New Charlian, not New Charlian, Old Charlian, the city. In Charlian, there is like an NPC that only appears after you finish the story, I think. Which it might be one or two NPCs maybe in Ratzatan, but again, it's just really, really weird. Why would you add in NPCs? Oh, never mind then. Why would you add in NPCs but not give them cards that you can actually earn from them? Or maybe I'm missing NPCs somewhere else that I just overlooked? That could also be the case, right? Because the previous achievements for defeating NPCs, I don't know when they introduced that. Maybe when Shadowbringers launched or something? So this achievement might include NPCs that got introduced in the 5.x patches, and I just, didn't see them. Although then again, I'm pretty sure I also checked all the Shadowbringers zones as well, right? When I actually got the mount. So yeah, it's a bit of a weird thing for some reason. Why am I tanking the other two? Doesn't make any sense. Probably just gonna keep my mana for the boss anyways. What is that tank doing? Oh, that was a Dark Knight without stand? Weird. Why do I have damage down stacks? He gets... or not damage down, vuln up. Why do you get vuln stacks when... What? Okay. With this boss, by the way, I still don't know his abilities. He has like one ability that's point blank around him, and he has another ability, I think, that's a donut. Or something like that. Oh. What? How did I die from that? What the... Why was that a one-shot? What? Oh, okay. That was weird. Whoa, that was really, really close. Anyway, it looked cool, so I had to do it. What the fuck's going on with him? This fight must have also been pretty fun. Savage, maybe. Or maybe not. It's just one thing that's always been a bit strange about this is just how tight the space seems to be, but again, I don't know if I'm just missing something. Oh shit, that's not what I wanted. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure that that single charge thing is the tank buster, right? That for some reason I got hit by. And, right. He has like a... What the fuck? He has like a green version of it and a red version of it. And I think one of them is stay close and one of them is stay far away or something. But, again, I... absolutely no idea which one's which. Oh shit, that was... oops. Well, that healer's gone. I mean, even the normal mode of this is really fun, right? It's just... it is rather hard to understand sometimes what's happening in here. Yeah, whatever. Still worked out. Okay, that's that. Yeah, with the triple trident PCs, that's actually strange, right? Because there clearly aren't here. Or maybe you have to do something else. Ooh, maybe it's about the, like the Rolequest or something. Maybe there is. Maybe there are other parts that you actually have to unlock. Interesting, interesting, interesting. But let's actually finally start with the Rolequest. I've definitely done... wait, where are they? Here, right? Yeah. Definitely done the B stripes. Okay. Do the custom deliveries give experience points as well? I have to take a look at that later when I'm starting with the crafters. Let's take a look at the journal. I think I have to travel to Ishgard, right? Let's actually read up on what I'm supposed to do. The Ishgardian delegate informs you that a dread blasphemy resembling a dragon has appeared in Ishgard, spreading panic throughout the nation. Seeking to vanquish the threat without delay, the authorities have begun assembling a hunting party. Though they have no shortage of valorous knights, the Ishgardians believe that their mission would benefit for the presence of a battle mage who can stand unflinching in the face of their fell quarry. And who should fit that description better than you? Having agreed to lend your strength, you promptly depart for the Holy See. Okay. Yeah, just purely for the beginning of the role quests, I thought that they were cooler how they did them in Shadowbringers. But maybe that's just... I don't know. And I'm also wondering how many there are. I would be severely disappointed if it's like only 3 quests or something. I mean, it's 85, so maybe it's 85, 87, 89, 90 or something. You do have to remember, though, that technically the first quest in Shadowbringers was only really an introduction, but then again, it was still a proper quest, right? What the hell is this thing? Wait, why is there an Ascending to Imperium? What? Oddness in the End? What are these quests? The hell? Huh? Wait, what? That's the role quest. What is this? Who are you? Oh, is that the... I think I know what it is. I've been awaiting your return. I think that's the unlock for the new housing district, isn't it? You see, after your help bring an end to the Dragonstone War, we have striven to rebuild the city. And thanks to the assistance of countless craftsmen, our efforts to restore the firmament to its former glory are finally complete. In fact, House Zemael assembled a team of masons so skilled and efficient that they were able to finish the construction of an entirely new quarter. Its name is Imperium, and it was created to serve as a residential district for adventurers from across the realm. No amount of description can truly convey its splendor, so I have asked Thormelin to escort you there that you might see for yourself. Seek him out in the room when you have a moment. Sure. Wait, so... I can still travel to the firmament, right? I definitely have to take a look at that as well. I haven't been there in like ages. There's also a bunch of side quests that I've actually not done on the firmament, unfortunately. And one new unlock for the like gathering and crafting turn-ins, which might actually be worth unlocking now and doing it. There are 2 quests here. Wait, what? Oh, I think this one was always here, right? Maybe? Yeah, these is for the sort of the relic tools, right? I didn't actually remember that there was still a quest. Like, I knew that obviously I'm still missing like the last 2. Was it the last 2 stages of those? Which I definitely have to do at some point with the new gear. That'll be, you know, that'll be done a lot quicker. But that's just something, you know, that can wait a while. That's definitely not top of my priority list right now. Hi. What's up? I have been expecting you. Words cannot well express how heartening it is to have you fighting beside us. Yeah, your brother, you know, let's better not talk about it, shall we, huh? Allow me to echo that sentiment. Oh, well, hello there, Aymeric. Greetings, my friend. Lest you wonder, Lord Artorial and I are leading the effort to deal with the blasphemy. With your capable self in the fold, I have no doubt that we shall succeed. Without further ado, I shall brief you on the situation. It was a handful of days after the first beasts appeared in Ratzathan. Ah, yeah, we saw that guy. An Elysian man was observed at the hoblon in the pillars, walking with an unsteady gait. All of a sudden he buckled over as if in pain. Before anyone knew what was happening, he had transformed into a terrible draconic beast. Whoa. Wait, where is that? Oh, that's the top zone, right? Yeah. At the mere sight of this, many who chanced to be present also turned, and regrettably the Temple Knights were forced to put them down. The blasphemy itself, however, took wing and fled. Profane Fafnir, we have chosen to call it, after the dragon man of Ishgardian myth. Profane Fafnir. Since that day, the beast has often been sighted in the skies above Ishgard. It does not attack, only circles menacingly for a time ere disappearing again. Well, that's strange, isn't it? Alas, these brief visitations are enough to cause more people to turn, and for fear and panic to spread further. Yeah, I mean, that's sort of the weird part about this, right? In a way, it made sense. I mean, so in Shadowbringers, it made sense that the Sin Eaters were still there, right? The Flood of Light is still there, and while Reen and other people are, doing their part in trying to use Eden as a way to restore the empty to its former shape, that will take, I don't know how many years, possibly hundreds of years to take place. And it definitely made sense to do the role quests even after you finished with the main story, because, yeah, those people were still there, obviously, right? And the Sin Eaters were still there. Here, though, it doesn't really make sense that other people would still turn. It does make sense that these blasphemies still exist, right? Once turned into a beast, just the pure fact that we've dealt with the threat of the final days, and with Meteon means that nobody else will turn, but the beasts that already turned are still there, obviously. Unless, and that might be the only explanation for this, so the reason why people turned is because Meteon used Dynamis, right? Essentially blasting Etheris with a very, very strong energy burst of Dynamis, right? That's what Meteon did. But I guess technically you could look at these specific blasphemies to sort of do the same thing. And I never really thought about it like that, but now, especially in the context of these quests, that seems to make sense. So, it's not necessarily only the blast of Meteon, like the blast of Dynamis energy that Meteon shot at the planet that made people turn, but just the pure presence of a blasphemy already probably sort of emanates more Dynamis energy as well. Because, as far as we know, what happened with them is that their ether got corrupted, sort of faded away, and only left the Dynamis energy, sort of only pure Dynamis energy. So, in a way, you could definitely conceive that these blasphemies, as beings of Dynamis energy, also have the ability to at least influence sort of the people around them that are immediately close to them in physical proximity to them, that they can also influence their Dynamis energy as well. So I think even though Meteon's threat has been vanquished, it still makes sense that very, very powerful beasts made out of Dynamis energy that still exists, like these blasphemies and these quests, would still turn people into these beasts, right? It's much less of a threat than it was before, but nonetheless a threat that still exists, and still a possibility for people. It's still a possibility for people to turn. So yeah, I think that makes sense. Although again, I hope that they address that at some point, because otherwise it's a bit weird. As part of our investigation, we have sought to identify the man who became the blasphemy, but thus far we have learned naught. We have, however, identified a common thread between those who subsequently turned, or people of fervent faith, people such as priests and inquisitors. So those people that probably had the most fear of dragons still left in them? When the truth of our nation's history was laid bare, the legitimacy of the Church was called into question. Many Ishgardians struggled to reconcile the revelations with their beliefs, and none more so than the pious. Such men and women, we posit, would be more susceptible to despair, and therefore the transformation. We must find a way to stop it. Ishgard has only just emerged from a 1,000-year war, and we cannot suffer another great tragedy, much less so soon. Of course. I'm here to help. In order to attain a better understanding of the situation, we intend to speak with a member of the clergy. The sole individual who survived witnessing the blasphemy's birth without being turned. Clem is his name, and he is a deacon at St. Raymonor's Cathedral. Come, let us seek him out there at once. Although, once again, what I definitely have to commend them for is just how well these quests fit within, well, everything that we know, right? It's just Ishgard as a place and these people and everything that's happening here is so well established that it just makes sense without them having to over-explain a bunch of stuff, right? Because you've, not only through Heavensward, but also later on, I've just dealt with these people, even like in the, well, it wasn't the Hildebrand quest, it was, well, those two, but they also had this really, really great quest line with, Briadine? Briadon? I don't actually know how you pronounce, well, technically it would be French, right? Briadon? Briadon? Something like that. The other detective, the one that's actually capable. And that was a really cool questline as well. That you did here, right? And again, through things like that, they've made just a bunch of things really, really, or not made, but they established a bunch of things really, really well, and therefore a quest like this just immediately, makes sense. And you just know these people, right? You know their plights, their fears, their problems that still persist, obviously, here. So it's just great to have this additional look at what's happening here. And I think, even though I haven't finished them, something like the post-Moogle quests, right? I always think that those quests are really, really cool. And again, during Shadowbringers, they expanded on the role quests as well later on, with bringing Uno Kahai to the first as well. And yeah, actually properly finishing up everything that they established, right? And the fact that there is now a connection and an effort with people from the 13th shard that still existed and people from the first to somehow reconcile both of their worlds, both of their situations, which is just really cool. Oh, my lord, you've graced us with your presence once more. Perchance you've an interest in Imperium. If so, say no more. I shall escort you there myself, and fear not, the Herald will surely be happy to answer any questions you may have. Okay. Let's just quickly unlock that. I think, so what's happening with Ishgard then? I guess the firmament's still there, just like it was before? I mean, it had to be, obviously, because you can still probably turn in things, and, I mean, I don't think that they would have taken that away completely. That wouldn't have made sense, obviously. Wow, that looks really good. Are those supposed to be like hot springs or something? Just High and Monster Horizon just looks so great, right? All these empty plots. Wow, I just think about how many people are already trying to log in, right? That's only gonna get worse now with the introduction of the normal raid, later on the introduction of the savage raid, and then once that whole thing is over, 6.1 is gonna come around and unlock the housing district, and people are going to go nuts over this, right? I don't even want to imagine the queues at that patch's introduction. Well, then again, I mean, they're gonna subside really, really quickly because every single house is gonna be bought up in like 30 minutes, and then, well, yeah, that's it, I guess. Welcome to Imperium. As our restoration efforts progress, they eventually expanded to include the construction of this little taste of heavens on earth. We are indebted to countless adventurers such as yourself who helped bring about an end to the Dragonsong War, and as thanks, we wish to provide a space for you to call home here in Ishgard. Of course, we will still require a nominal fee for any plots of land or apartments you purchase, but know that your guild will help us rebuild bigger and better than before. If you would like to hear more, please speak with the resident caretaker for further assistance. Oh, I'm just supposed to go back to the Aetheryte Plaza. Wow, what is this? It really does look pretty cool, doesn't it? Which is the apartment building? That one there. Yeah, that makes sense. And that's... what is that? I really like this place. And this, look how cute it is. Wow. I want to have a house here. I mean, maybe I'll get one. Obviously, it's going to be fairly chaotic and hard to do that, but yeah. Because I don't have an FC house, obviously. Not that my FC would need one, but... well, then again, I would like to have a... what's it called? FC workshop again. Alright, back to the Aetheryte Plaza then. Yeah. Leave the district. But the firmament should still exist as well, so those turn-ins and NPCs and whatnot, I mean, it wouldn't make sense to just remove them, obviously, right? Because you also have to... where are they, by the way? Wasn't there... not collection... wasn't there a place where you could look at them? Guess it's just here. Custom deliveries? Oh yeah, this one. I think I'm missing one, right? So, what did you think of Imperium? I do hope it was to your liking. Given that our borders were closed for so long, I worried that outsiders such as yourself might not take interest in this new district. But know that it is our sincerest wish that you and other noble souls will consider making Ishgard your new home. I hope you're prepared for the amount of people that try that. Can we access? Yeah. Okay. That's 25k experience, at least. Alright. There. In the cathedral. That's where I need to go. There they are. Not so very long ago, few would have imagined Ashgardian knights marching beyond the bounds of their own dominion. But we have ventured to the heart of Garlemald and fought for no less than the fate of the world itself. Our nation has changed and continues to do so. Indeed it has. Here he is, Deacon Clem. Let us see what he can tell us. Lord Aymeric, Lord Artoriel, and the Saviour of Ishgard besides, you do me great honor. I'm Clem, and I serve as a deacon here at St. Raymonos Cathedral. I understand you were among those at the Hoplon when the incident occurred. We give thanks to the Fury for your merciful preservation. That's a kind of a weird way to say that. We now seek to prevent the blasphemy from wreaking further havoc and would appreciate any details you can provide. Loath though we are to make you recall unpleasant memories, will you not recount to us what you witnessed that day? Very well. We are presently relocating the vault's libraries to the cathedral. In case you were unaware, we had finished delivering a batch of tomes, and were on our way to bring over another. As we approached the Hoplon, we noticed a young man walking unsteadily. No sooner had he come to an abrupt halt that he transformed into a draconic beast. The fiend fixed us with a menacing glare, and it was all we could do to find our wits and flee. But to my compounding horror, my brethren who were with me began turning into monstrosities as well, one after another. Praise the Fury that you at least were spared, Deacon Clem. I cannot imagine how frightening the experience must have been. Bishop Vartinois. Do I know that guy? I had to have dealings with him, right? Forgive me if I interrupt. I was informed that our stalwart protectors were present and wished to express my gratitude. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you for your service. I pray that we shall soon be free of the scourge. Indeed, if there is aught we might do to aid your efforts, you need but say it. You are most kind, Your Grace. That was Bishop Vartinois, the head of St. Raymonos and a member of the Synod. With the seat of the Archbishop vacant, he is, in effect, the highest authority in the Ishgardian Orthodox Church. This is so, yet in spite of his elevated station, he remains as kind and humble a man as any I've ever known. Like His Grace, I would do all that I can to help shepherd our people through this uncertain time. To that end, there is a request I would make of you, if you can spare a moment to consider it. Of course, if it is within our power, we should be glad to offer your aid. Thank you. Wait, what? Why isn't that part of the cutscene? In the wake of the transformations, a group of clergymen fled the city in fear. Yet, though they sought refuge in the wilderness, they put themselves at the mercy of the elements and fell fiends both. Given that the cause of the transformation is not clear, I think theirs was a decidedly unwise decision. I wish to set out and find them, but I am not trained in the ways of war. As such, I require those who are to accompany me in the search. So that is the way of it. Suffice it to say, we will help. Do you know whither your fellows may have headed? The Western Highlands, I believe, between Gorgagna Mills, Gorgagna, and Hemlock, there is no shortage of abandoned dwellings in the area. Oh yeah, we know them well. Very well. Time being of the essence, I propose we split up and scour separate areas. If you could escort the good deacon to Gorgagna Mills, Lord Otorial and I will tend to Hemlock. You know, now that the Dragonsong War is over, maybe they should actually consider repopulating that particular area. Because it seems to be sort of the target of many foul beings and creatures. Well, then again, I think the main reason why it was abandoned was probably during the 7th Umbral Calamity, wasn't it? Because they wouldn't have been able to farm there anymore because of the climate change that occurred during the calamity. That's why it exists the way it does. These kinds of introductions to quests always sort of, you know, make your mind racing. Is that how you say that? Your mind starts racing, I guess. You know, in a way that, what's the bishop's role in that, right? Why did they introduce him? And what are these men that fled? What are they doing? Why do they exist? It's quite the good weather here, currently. Kind of rare that you're able to look at this place like this. I mean, it still looks like it looks really, really cool. That's the only thing that I sometimes a bit... that I feel is a bit of a shame sometimes, right? That they don't really have, because these are persistent zones and need to be persistent zones for multiple, like for everybody that's still going through the game, right? They can't really change too much about them, but it would be really cool to have a point in the story or with a side quest or whatever, where these things actually get reactivated, right? That would be incredible. There they are. That you should choose to abide in such harsh conditions. Well, at least they still live. Could have been far worse. You! Ah, I see you found them. Yes, and none of the worse for the wear, thank the Fury. My friends, forgive us if we have given cause for alarm. We come out of concern for your well-being. Though we understand why you quit the city, we fear you may have placed yourselves at greater risk by coming here. His Grace Bishop Vartinois, too, worries for your health and prays for your swift return, so please, will you not allow us to escort you to the Holy See? I assure you, you will be much safer there than in this wretched place. Servants of the Fury will never be safe in the city, don't you see? This is your fault. You and your accursed revolution. The people disdain us, mock us behind our backs, and spit in our faces. And now someone is conspiring to transform us into monstrosities. Enemies of the Church, I'll wager, emboldened by your deeds. So no, I will not go back to Ishgard. Sooner freeze to death than suffer your pity. Uh-oh. What? All I have ever done was in service to her. I am a good man. I do not... She cannot forsake me. Well, that's unfortunate. I want to persevere. But they're running away, apparently. Cannot allow him to harm any others. Give chase and do what you must. We will remain here and keep the others calm. Well, that's very unfortunate, isn't it? But obviously it does make a ton of sense that they would think that maybe, you know, something else was at work here. Deacon Clem, please do what you can to reassure them. Yes, of course. All shall be well, my friends. Come, join me in prayer. Do not worry about us. See to the beast. It cannot have gotten far. Yeah, probably hasn't. Wait, what is it? It said something. That's unfortunate that it never really records those specific lines. I missed what it said, unfortunately. Is it done? My thanks. What happened is most regrettable, but we must be grateful that no one else came to harm. While you were gone, the deacon was able to convince the others to return to the city. Let us escort them back at once, and then reconvene at the congregation to consider our next course of action. For our purposes, we have the use of the strategy room. Announce yourself to the guard without, and he will show you in. Alright, back to Ishkat we go. It is a very promising start to this quest, though. It's pretty cool. Or pretty concerning, however you want to put it. I mean, in a way, we've, you know, just killed somebody from Ishgard. Let's just go there directly. Considering that I also want to level the... I mean... I have to work at multiple things at once anyway, so... I don't know. Lord Aymeric and Artoriel await you within the strategy room. Will you be joining them now? Yes, I will. Ooh, cool! We actually have a new room for this? Well, that is something. I mean, is it new? I think it is. How? Looks cool. Here we shall discuss our plans to deal with the blasphemy. Whensoever you wish to enter, you need but say so to the guard. Lest you wonder, we have taken the clergymen to St. Romanos to rest and recover. If truth be told, the thought that they may still succumb to despair and turn remains at the forefront of my... What? Oh! Still succumb to despair and turn remains at the forefront of my mind. How did I read that sentence? Holy shit. Yet the risk would be greater still were we to keep them at arm's length and deny them the comfort of the Church. Indeed, from the words he spoke, that Inquisitor yearned for the days of old. He and others like him can scarcely be blamed. Well, it's not like he yearns for the days of old, it's more like he thinks the current situation, or in the current situation, they're just targeted by other people, right? They are the ones who've been upholding a lie for 1,000 years, and that others would resent them for it. That's pretty, easy to see, and that's obviously a big problem, right? Since the truth of the nation's founding and the Archbishop's machinations were made public knowledge, the Church has been in turmoil. Though we have made great strides in separating religion and state, there has been far less progress in the reformation of the Church. For our faith has been everything to us, our purpose and our comfort. It is not an easy thing to reconcile one's beliefs with the betrayal of our spiritual leaders. Thus, torn between their hearts and minds, many Ishgardians feel lost, and none more so than the members of the clergy, whose faith was once unshakable. Little wonder, then, that the most dedicated and devout are like to turn. So it seems. But further investigation is needed ere we draw a definite conclusion. Definitive. With the war's end, Ishgard has set out on a new path. The choices we make now shall determine our course for the future. Come what may, we dare not squander the chance we have fought so hard to attain. Once the returned clergymen have sufficiently calmed down, I shall have the deacons speak with them, that we might gain insight into their individual plights. Good. Meanwhile, I shall take the opportunity to brief my men on recent developments. Pray take a moment's rest, my friend. You have earned it. When you are ready to continue our work, you may seek us out here. I wonder what level the next quest has. But yeah, once again, I think sort of what they said in terms of these quests, right? That it would make sense to do them alongside the story. In a way, yes. But, well, first of all, you could have only done one, unless you leveled sort of everything at once, which wouldn't have been possible anyways. Or, I don't know. Like, to me, it would have seemed weird at that particular point in time to just be going off to Ishgard, handling these things, while the thread in Thavnair was going on as well. Oh, it's 86. Interesting. So maybe it is literally 85, 86, 7, 8, 9, 90. Something like that. Well, that's pretty cool, at least. Ah, your timing could not be better. Deacon Clem has finished speaking with the rescued clergyman and will be here shortly to share his findings. Lord Aymeric, too, is on his way. Let us wait for them. Deacon Clem, we thank you for making the inquiries on our behalf. 'Twas no imposition in the least. As I said, I'm glad to do all I can. So, 'tis our understanding that those we escorted back were all close acquaintances of the Inquisitor who turned. Like him, they too had been subject to harassment by certain quarters of the populace. Is this correct? It is, I'm afraid. And they are far from alone. Men of the cloth were once afforded respect and deference as servants of Helone, but now they are openly reviled by many. We were complicit in perpetuating terrible lies, this is true, but we too were misled. We too are victims, and we are regarded by some as criminals. Well do I understand the people's anger, but it saddens me to think that they would thus lash out at their fellow man, especially when we need solidarity most of all. Though I can imagine your plight, I would not presume to fully grasp your pain. Will you tell us of the challenges you and yours have had to face since the war's end? Like all sons and daughters of Ishgard, we dreamed of peace in our lifetime. But now that it has come, we find we have little cause to rejoice. Our faith has long been the foundation of our lives, and overnight that foundation had been crippled by fractures, beyond repair for some. To learn that we had been deceived, that we had unwittingly deceived others in turn, was devastating. We, who had once been shepherds to man, found ourselves lost lambs, bereft of surety and wanting for guidance. We have languished in darkness, all of us. Yet I have faith that the Church will redeem itself, that it will find a new path, and again become a beacon of hope for the people. I see. Thank you for sharing this with us. Your testimony has confirmed our suspicions. According to our allies, that which causes people to turn is none other than their despair and anguish. If it wasn't before, 'tis now abundantly clear why members of the clergy are among the transformed. That you did not, I believe, is due to your unwavering faith in the Church. In light of this, we would ask for your continued cooperation. Of course, anything to help my brethren. Now that we have established the cause, that leaves us with the mystery of Profane Fafnir's identity. The progenitor of these troubles, could he too have been a man of the cloth? From what I recall of his garb, I doubt it. He was dressed in the common fashion, and inadequately against the cold besides. 'Tis said that something of the individual may remain, the blasphemy, influencing its behavior. If we can determine what instincts drive Profane Fafnir, we may learn who it once was, and this knowledge, I believe, will prove vital in our efforts to stop it. Deacon Clem, we ask that you reach out to your fellow clergymen. Please do what you can to ease their anxieties. Understood. As I have ever done, I shall provide what comfort I can to those in need. Meanwhile, we must make it a priority to identify the blasphemy. To that end, I would seek out more eyewitnesses. The Hoplon is a busy place at any given time. Some ordinary citizens are bound to have been present at that tragic event, as that tragic event unfolded. I propose we make inquiries in the Pillars. If you could attend to the Hoplon, Lord Artorial and I will look in the surrounding areas. Okay. See where this leads us. It's actually... sometimes I struggle with this, right? These quests sometimes are done better sort of in succession, right? All of them at once. But then at the same time, they do have these purposefully done breaks in them, right? And also, they give you experience, right? So it would be sort of wasteful doing them all at once while you're max level. It's just a bit unfortunate. I wish that they maybe would have done that differently, but then again, I get why they're doing it this way. I don't know. Okay, let's start at the last vigil. Especially if you have quest markers, it's actually really cool that they introduce the map to the Aetherites. 1 second, I just need to check something. Alright. Let's see. Oh, there he is. Sociable citizen. Your skin is like the snow, your eyes like sapphires? What are they talking about? No, I didn't see that dragon, nor would I have wished to, frightful as it sounds. They say it wasn't a Dravanian attack, but if not, then what was it? Well, that wasn't very helpful at all. Spirited citizen. The dragon that appeared at the Hoplon. I saw him with my own eyes. One moment an Elazin, the next a terrible beast. He was a heretic, I take it. Well, it's rather unfortunate, right? Obviously they would think that because the heretics literally turned into dragons. But in that case it was because they drank dragon blood. And in this case, it's because of their despair and anguish. So, that is a little bit of an unfortunate coincidence there, I guess. Not really a coincidence, but yeah. I never noticed how cool these houses look. You know what? Every time I look at something like this, right, the architecture is just stunning. I wish that they would have... I mean, obviously, that's what I'm about to say is completely unrealistic on any kind of level of development of a game, right? It would cost probably millions and not be worth a damn. But just imagine for a second that instead of having these individual housing districts that we now have, which are cool in and of themselves, right? It's very, very cool that you can visit all of them. And it's not instanced housing. You can actually go to every individual house and look at it, right? Look how they've decorated their garden. And if they decide to open their house, also just go inside them. So it's really, really cool how they've done that in and of itself, right? But just imagine for a second, we also had, or that the housing would be different in a way that in a city like this, you know, in Ishgard, in every other city, there are buildings like this, right? Buildings that are sort of the backdrop. They exist, but they don't serve any kind of purpose. They're not the, like, astrologian thing, for example. That's a house that you can go into, or the cathedral that we were just in, right? Those are buildings that you can go into, and they serve a purpose. They have NPCs there. There are quests that take place there, right? But sort of backdrop houses like this, imagine if you could go up to the entrance and actually purchase this house. And imagine that from the inside, it would actually look like this house, right? That would be absolutely phenomenal. Obviously, the problem there is, well, you need to provide enough housing, right? And that is another problem. In a perfect sort of MMO world, we would probably have an actual city, like a city the size of, I guess, Novigrad, for example, from The Witcher 3, and all of the individual houses in that particular city would actually be purchasable with different sort of sizes and different rooms. And, you know, some houses may have like 10 apartments in them with tiny rooms that don't cost a lot, and then there are other like big mansions that you can purchase, right? That would be absolutely incredible. But yeah, that's something that is almost impossible to realize from a development standpoint with a game like this, right? And with graphics like this. Obviously, it was, I think, RuneScape, was it, had housing systems where every individual player actually owned a house that was also physically available in the game world. And then EVE Online has something where, you know, it's only one server and everybody owns like space stations and stuff. But EVE Online has the luxury of being in space, right? Meaning that I'm not entirely sure how it works, but they have some sort of technology where essentially a sort of star system exists on the game's server, but the individual points of interest in that particular star system are sort of individual instances as well, right? And you have what is it called? I think it's called warp, right? Your warp technology makes it so that you can quickly travel between points in any given star system, right? And then there are gates for you to be able to jump from star system to star system. But, you know, while you're in a particular star system, you warp from place to place. And while that warp takes place, you're sort of dynamically changing instance in a way, right? Which is just not possible in a world like Final Fantasy XIV, right? Because, well, it's one consistent place, right? And you wouldn't be able to have these individual houses there without also having to load them in any kind of capacity. And I guess, interestingly enough, Destiny tried something like that, and they sort of succeeded, but also it placed a ton of restrictions on them. And what they did is that they had, you know, the planet zones. Destiny has zones as well, very similar to any other MMO. It's just that the zones are actually quite small, and they're connected by very long pathways in between. And what happens is that the game dynamically assigns you an instance while you're traveling on those pathways, right? So you might be traveling along like a road or something, and while you're approaching your destination, the game dynamically assigns you an instance and the player within that particular instance, right? And when you travel back from that area, it unloads that instance and loads another one. And that's very cool because it dynamically assigns other people to you, so the world is always, you know, there are always people there. And it kind of works in a very neat way, but the problem is that it only ever allows, I think, 6 people in any given instance, or was it 8? I don't know. But that's a heavy restriction, right? I mean, think about it. Final Fantasy XIV allows 310, I think, per field instance, or 400, I think, was it 450 or something per city instance, which is obviously a lot more people that are doing stuff than in Destiny, right? I mean, just imagine the difference between like 8 or maybe it's even 12 in the case of Destiny, 12 people versus, you know, 400 something. So a sort of dynamically assigned system like this wouldn't be possible because of that, but also it does require these long stretches of loading zone that Destiny has, which just makes the world feels very, very unnatural. It feels very gamey, right? And that's a big issue in Destiny's case, at least. EVE Online handles this problem very, very well, but again, they have the luxury of space, right? In space, there is, well, a lot of space, and they utilize that space very, very well in terms of how they load and unload specific sort of instances and assets and that kind of thing. And that's just not really possible in a setting like Final Fantasy XIV, where, you know, it's very close to our world, and therefore it needs to be like one connected place. There is no actually space between it, right? Again, the workaround that Destiny had was these stretches, this long, narrow stretches to unload and load specific instances, but that just doesn't work in an actual MMO like 14, so yeah. But I wish that there would be an MMO that attempted something like that, right? But again, 14's solution with the housing districts is a pretty good one, considering what the game is and how it works. State citizen. I wasn't present for the incident at the Hoplon, but a young man poorly dressed for the cold that I did see. I recall him well because an aide from St. Vandro's was searching for him. He was a patient at the infirmary and by coincidence had the same name. Oh. Wait. Patient at the infirmary? Okay. Was that about the name? A coincidence had that you are very poorly dressed for the current weather and location we're in. Right? Looks good though. Were you able to learn anything? There you are. Did your search yield any fruit? It's always strange in these searches that I'm the one who always finds the information, even though we sort of randomly assign where everybody goes. A patient of the Firmament's infirmary, you say? Among those with whom I spoke, one claims to have witnessed an individual fitting that description. A man walking in a stupor who did not seem to feel the cold. If he had wandered straight out of the infirmary, it would explain his state of attire. Yes, I dare say we have found our blasphemy, but to think that his name should be Vandro. Tis the same as that of former Heavensward commander Sir Vandro de Rougemont, for whom the infirmary is named. Oh. Okay. Sir Vandro, however, retired from a station at a ripe old age some years ago. It is not like to have been him. Probably a lost sibling or something? In any case, we have a lead. I shall head to the infirmary at once. Pray wait for me in the broom. This is getting interesting. Vandro? Wait, he retired? Wasn't a Sir Vandro still part of the Heavensward? Maybe that was his son or something? What? Oh, the NPC is there. I was confused for a second. It looked like the in the broom, the quest marker was actually at the exit again, and now I was just wondering for a second there why both quest markers or both zones showed the quest marker at the edge, or rather at the loading thing, but this is just close to it, not actually on it. The auditorial should not be long. Let us wait here. Let us do that. This is Laverick, the aide who was in charge of Angel. Have you found him? Oh, please say you have. We have not, I am afraid, but we seek to and hope that you could tell us more about him. May we ask how he came to be at the infirmary? He was found by a patrol in the Central Highlands. After being treated for his hurts, he was brought to us for convalescence. Being in the prime of his years, he had been doing well, but then... Prime of his years? By all accounts, he is no old man. Seems safe to assume it isn't Sir Angel. Oh no, he's definitely a different person, as I told Lord Artorial. And though he gave his name as Vangel, he seemed rather confused, and we had no means to confirm his identity. In his state, he shouldn't be wandering about on his own. Please, you must find him. Well, yeah, about that. He's a sort of a dragon made out of despair that is flying in the heavens. The man who recently turned into a beast at the Hoplon. We regret to say it may have been Vangel. What? No. How can this be? Is there aught else you can tell us? Things he may have said or done while in your care? While he was still unconscious, he would often ramble. Though most of it was incoherent, he mentioned the Archbishop many times. Oh, and he spoke of a bishop too, Bishop Vartinois. I assumed he was a pious man, given this. I see. Thank you for your cooperation. We will continue our investigation, and should we confirm what became of Angel, inform you forthwith. Forthwith. I always struggle to say forthwith. Always sounds so, I don't know, weird. Let us return to the congregation for now. So far, so good. Not really any... I mean, well, we found out a bunch of things, but... So I guess we can sort of assume that they were probably... Now that I think about it, what actually happened to every member of the Heavens Ward? They never clearly showed that, did they? I mean, I guess I sort of assumed that they just died together with the Pope, right? I mean, I guess so. But... I mean, it seems fairly clear that the man we're looking for, or rather the man that turned into the blasphemy, probably is somehow related to the member of the Heavens Ward. Probably a family member as well. Right? That much seems fairly clear, I think. Who could this Vangel be? Yeah, that's the big question here, isn't it? Although then again, answering that question doesn't really bring us any closer to him, right? Although I guess, if the dragon's circling above Ishgard, I think that might be connected I mean, obviously it is connected somehow, but maybe he is, I don't know, waiting the return of the Archbishop, or... The mystery remains, but we are one step closer to identifying the man who became Profane Favnia. Indeed, though he did not at first appear to be a member of the clergy, his words betray a fervent faith. And how curious that he should speak not only of the Archbishop, but Bishop Vartinois specifically. Perhaps he was personally acquainted with His Grace. In light of the possibility, I believe we should speak with him directly. Agreed. I will request an audience, but His Grace has many demands upon his time. It may be a while before we are seen. Should you have other business, pray feel free to attend to them in the meantime. Also, level up 1 level so that we can continue this quest. I shall do that. Well, so far so good. This role quest is actually really intriguing. Oh, never mind then. Wait, is this another level 86 quest? Why can I... Huh? Maybe I'm just not able to turn it in? If it's 87? That's weird. Excellent timing as ever. Deacon Clem has just sent word that Bishop Vartinois will see us now, by which I mean right this instant. 'Tis extremely short notice, I know, but it would not do to miss the opportunity to learn how he and Vandrel may be connected. Not wishing to keep His Grace waiting, Lord Aymeric is already on his way to St. Remenus Cathedral. Remenus? Remenus, yeah. Come, let us hurry there ourselves. That's a bit strange. That I'm just able to accept the quest? There's actually quite a lot of people here, interestingly enough. It's always nice to see people in Ishgard. Such a cool place. It seems His Grace is yet to arrive. Ah, full glad am I that you could join us. See what he has to say. My lords, I am so sorry. I informed His Grace that you were making your way hither, but shortly before you arrived he recalled that he had urgent business and had to leave the cathedral at once. Yeah, that's not suspicious at all. He cannot have yet gone far, though, so if you wish to search for him in the hopes you can still steal a moment of his time. To grant us an audience only to depart with such haste? What business could be so pressing? His Grace is yet to return, I am afraid. He knows something. He has to, right? Maybe he's... guess unsure about what might have happened. Clearly not here. Oh, there he is. Well, that wasn't hard to find. I found his grace. Yeah, I can see that. Well now, that even the Savior of Ishgard should be here. Your Grace, perhaps 'tis simply our misunderstanding, but we were under the impression that you had granted us an audience. Lord Speaker, rest assured I was just about to return to the cathedral. There is no need, Your Grace. This will not take long. As you may have heard, we are investigating a young man named Vaindrel. Is he known to you? No, I cannot say he is. With the exception of the former Archimandrite, I am sure I know no one by that name. But mine and the Archbishop's are known to many, yes? Perhaps this youth took inspiration from public services over which we presided. Goodly soul that he is. Full glad am I that his faith was of comfort to him in sickness, and I pray to Eloni that he will soon be found in good health. You're about that. Now then, if there was nothing else, I shall return to my duties. Oh? Fear not, Your Eminence. I shall carry on your legacy. What? We have completed the preparations as per your instructions, but are you certain this will work? What kind of fucked up shit did he do here? Wait, what? But I'm confused. What the hell happened to the actual Heavensward? Wait, is he even a member of the Heavensward? Maybe he's not. It will. It must. Lord Amaric spoke the truth when he revealed the Archbishop sought primal powers to strengthen the people's faith. I could not bring myself to believe it, not at first, but in the course of cataloguing His Eminence's personal articles I came upon his journal. Therein he had written that, through abundant ether and fervent prayer, it is possible to make gods of men. All the power we require lies in this place, this Aziz La, by channeling the essential elements into the soulless flesh and sword we found. What the fuck did you do here? The sword you found? Isn't that Thorden's sword? What? Wait a second. What did we actually do after we defeated Thorden? Did we literally just... What? Also, wasn't one of the... wasn't Nidhogg's eye imbued in the sword somehow? Was it the sword? I mean, this clearly isn't Thorden, though, right? Or did they pick some random body that they want to transform? What the fuck? What the hell is happening here? We shall summon forth King Thorden and his Knights 12. By his blessing, Ishgard shall be restored to its former glory. I knew he was... What the hell? Why would you do that? How the... Why is there Thorden's sword there? How did they get that? I mean, that is his sword, isn't it? What is this? It's just an ordinary man. Scarcely changed from before. Wait, he changed? I didn't even notice that. Or I guess he did. What the hell did they do? His Eminence. I must protect. Cloned Ellison? What the... Did they somehow access, like, a part of the Heavensward and infused it back into this body, or... No, this isn't right. Confounded. Perhaps I overlooked something. I must return to the Holy See and review the journal. Your Grace, what shall we do with this thing? Leave it. It is a failure without use or value. Denizens of this place will deal with it soon enough. Yeah, I think they didn't. I will, where you perchance granted a vision of the past. An attempted summoning of King Thornton into Knights 12. You fucker. Your Grace, you should know full well that summoning is strictly forbidden. You will accompany us to the congregation and explain yourself. I have dedicated my life to the Church, conducted my affairs in accordance with the Scriptures, and taught others. But you took it all from us, tore down everything that defined us. Why is there auto-advance in these? You cannot know how it feels to have your very existence rejected, to be forsaken by a community, to be denied by your society. I deny you and this justice. I deny in Ishgard where the Church has no meaning. I refuse to accept it, do you hear me? I refuse to accept it. Well, guess we dealt with him, huh? Your Grace, no! It should come to violence yet again. Would that your hand had not been forced, my lord. Deacon Clem should not be alone at this time. I shall remain with him while tending to the aftermath. When things have settled, I will return to the congregation. Pray, go on ahead and get some rest. Well, that's... So, yeah, this definitely brings up the question of what actually is Thornton and how does he work. I hadn't thought about it like this. I mean, obviously we dealt with Thornton and we dealt with the Heavensward, but weren't they individual people? I mean, we defeated King Thornton, right? And during the cutscene, it's very clear that Thornton dies. But what about the rest of the Heavensward? Again, they're individuals, right? And they weren't part of Thornton itself. I mean, maybe they were sort of fueled by his ether, but they're still individuals, right? Did we actually kill all of them? Who was the body that they used? Was that just a random guy, or what? I'm really confused as to how that actually works now that I think about it. I'd have to maybe look back at those cutscenes. I mean, I think it's very clear that we essentially killed Thornton and the Heavensward, right? All of them. But then, what does the sword contain? How did he even get hold of the sword? Where did they put that? Or was it still there? But that wouldn't have made sense. Huh. This is... I mean, it's very interesting. It's just... brings up a lot of questions, doesn't it? Even questions, again, sort of... back to Heavensward and how we actually dealt with that, because I never really thought about that. Oh yeah, now I can continue with the quest. Well, that's weird. But yeah, I mean, I mean, maybe they did it this way so that you wouldn't forget that you actually have to do the role quest still. In a way, right? So, because now, obviously, it's... it's all I can do, yeah. Well, it's not a big deal. I want to level Red Mage anyways. But yeah, I mean... I really, really wonder how that works. Did we kill the entire Heavensward and Thornton? And where did they go? Do they still exist somewhere as souls? Are they just part of the Ethereal Sea? I mean, I guess, obviously we're gonna find out whose soul or whatever it is they actually took from the sword and infused into that man, right? That's definitely something that we're gonna find out, but as to the rest of the stuff? That is a rather interesting question to think about how that actually works. Well then, oops. What the? Oh. I think I actually accidentally pressed the accessory parasol. Okay. So now I have to wait for the rest of the for the dailies to come back up again so that I can level to 87 and continue with this quest. Well, that's fine for now. I could level Paladin through dungeons to 85 and start that particular role quest as well. But I think, all in all, the crafting and gathering stuff is actually way more important right now. Those are only old... yeah. Okay. Okay. I mean, now I'm obviously running into an issue here. would make sense to take my lunch break now. It does mean that this is a very short stream, unfortunately, but I guess that's just how it goes sometimes. But yeah, I guess it would make sense to take a break now. And then when I come back, I'll start the gathering stuff. Although then again, let me maybe take a look at that. So let's quickly go to Ratzat-Han. There was still another quest that you can take on there that also is related to gathering and crafting and gathering, I think. This one, right? Expanding the House of Splendors. Does it matter whether or not I'm a gatherer or crafter? Wait. Okay. It's this one, right? Oh ho! Mistress Rowena told me all about you, says you're quite the renowned miner. The name's of Pilona, by the way. The mistress has charged me with managing her Ratzat-Han branch. Looking forward to doing business with you, which isn't to say I've got anything special to ask of you. All I mean is that your business is just as welcome here as it is at any other House of Splendors. Of course, I'd certainly prefer you do more of your business here than anywhere else. Esteemed clients like yourself will attract even more customers, you see. And if we keep drawing in business at a good clip, before long we'll have to rebrand as of Pilona's House of Splendors. That old witch won't know what hit her. That can't be good for business that they're all sort of competing against each other, right? Don't you worry about that last part. Just peruse our wares and buy something if it strikes your fancy. Wait. It wasn't even a quest. It was literally just unlock these exchanges here, I guess. Right, so you can turn in collectibles here. What are you selling? Okay. Yeah, they definitely redesigned this menu. So, wait. If that was only that specific unlock, I think the quest that definitely takes longer in Charlian is going to be the one that unlocks all of the quest lines, right, for the crafters and gatherers. This first one is just the leaf quests, though. I'm pretty sure. Scholar's Harbor. Could have just walked there, but whatever. You strike me as someone who isn't afraid to get his hands dirty, and I don't mean that as a euphemism. Are you interested in a bit of good old-fashioned hard work? But perhaps I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm Grigge, one of Charlian's gleaners. It is our role to procure material, samples, knowledge, all you can imagine and more. Naturally, it would be difficult for any one person to comb the world each time our countrymen ask something of us. Thus did we form a guildship, the better to share information and see the requests we receive to the hands of those best suited to fulfilling them. Some requests, for instance, are better assigned to those who demonstrate a certain degree of finesse and persistence. And the calluses upon your hands tell me that you are one such person. I understand that you may feel some trepidation given the, somewhat lax selection process. As you like as not what? As you like as not suspect. What are these sentences? The Forum would never officially recognize a traveler from another nation as a gleaner. Unofficially, however, we're up to our necks in requests as of late, and they're coming in faster than ever before. We'll take any talent we can get, and pay good coin for it, so please, tell me you're interested. Green leaves now available. Nice. Cool. As ever, we're inundated with requests that beg for fulfillment. If you come seeking work, we'll gladly welcome the assistance. Okay. And then the other quest, the faculty. Yeah. I guess after my break I'm actually gonna start with this, right? Yeah, so the plan for the rest of the day is I'm gonna take a lunch break now. When I come back, I'll start with this thing, right? I'll start unlocking it, I'll start looking into the different quest lines that you can do here, and probably start leveling my miner as well. And then once the dailies come back around, I'll switch back to my red mage, I'll do the dailies on my red mage, then I'll continue the role quest for casters on the red mage as far as I can get, which will probably be level 88 or something. And then once I'm done with that, I'm gonna be returning to this and continue leveling my miner and hopefully be able to at least get the miner to level to somewhat of an acceptable level. So yeah, that's my current plan, I guess. So let's actually, chill here somewhere. And I think this is the same script exchange that you get in Ratzat-Han as well, right? They're always at two places. It's weird that these are white scripts now, right? It's just... these always look so great, right? And fairly unique as well. It's just a shame that you don't have enough space in terms of glamour plates to actually utilize these different job clothes. It's really, really unfortunate. Maybe at some point in the future they'll actually do that. So much cool glam just wasted because you can't use it. Really, really, really unfortunate. Yeah, so that's That's the way to unlock them. I think I'm gonna chill here, to be completely honest, because you can sit down here. This... like this. Yeah. Alright, I'm actually gonna chill here. Again, I need to make myself some lunch, so lunch break is probably going to be about 1.5 hours. I'm going to keep an eye on the game, to not be locked out, to not have that horrible experience that I had yesterday with actually having to wait 4 freaking hours in queue to be able to get back into the game. That was a very costly nap that I took yesterday. I mean, obviously it wasn't just a nap, but yeah, it was just rather unfortunate. So, yeah, I'm gonna take a break, about 1.5 hours, so that'll be about 2 p.m. my time that I come back, and hopefully I'll be able to actually do a bunch of stuff. I don't know how fast leveling Gatherers was in Shadowbringers, so depending on that, maybe I'll get Miner to 90 today. That would be pretty cool, to be honest. Shouldn't be too hard, all things considered. Yeah, Miner and Botanist are definitely my priorities right now. And I guess then I'll probably do Alchemist and Culinarian next. And after that, well, probably the quest things first here, right? Which will be like one, probably Armorer, then something like Weaver, and Fisher as well, because I think they have a separate quest line. Okay. Yeah, but that's it for the time being. I'll take a break. I'll be back. Thanks for watching. And see you then, hopefully. Bye-bye.